I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Now, according to the directions, I'm supposed to stack these on the weight bar in order. Now that task is going to be a lot easier if I take this bar off. Because right now I'm having to duck under it. Now this hole for the pin has to be all pointing in the same direction so that I can slide that pin in and out. And it has to point towards the front because otherwise it's going to be behind that pulley. And I think what I want to do is stack them on there one on top of the other, then put a bar down through there and line them up with a bottom piece. I think that's going to be a lot easier than trying to do it any other way. Now I'm stacking all the weights on it, but I'm more than likely never going to get that high. But it's better to have them on there, captured and available, than to have them stacked in the corner someplace where they get knocked over and they have to be moved. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8 of them. Now if I've done this right, these tubes should just slide down in there. Oh, I can see a problem already. I really need to have this stack set at an angle so I can tip these in. But it has to go underneath that bar. I might have to take that top bar loose to get this to go. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to. Just because I've got no ceiling height here. That's okay. I can slip one bar in and then slip the other bar in. Now this part's kind of a pain in the butt, but we're going to see if I can make this work. That's the piece that goes on top of the front set of weights. And the only reason I'm having to do it this way is because I have the cables attached to it. Now if I took the cable off, I wouldn't need to worry about that. Which cable I had attached to it. This is the front cable right here. So this one needs to have this weight attachment hooked onto it so that I've got the right cable on it. Easiest thing to do would be to pull that cable off and just restack it. I'm going to try it this way. Because I have ductwork above it, everything will fit in here and the machine will work, but the assembly is a bit difficult. I have to thread the weight guide up through the rafters, in between the two pieces of ductwork. And I'm using a short piece of conduit as a lever to make sure I got this guided right. And that lets me swing that around like that. And I can line my holes up. That should be good. Now this next one, I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm going to thread it up through here. And down through there. Up. Grabbed up the short tube instead of the long one. Well, let's hope the long one fits in there. Just like it's supposed to. How's that for good? Now this cable, I believe, has to thread in front of that. Let's check the drawing. That goes in front of this one and up over these pulleys. So I slide the 5/16 bolt through that hole, put one of the spacers on it, slide it through the upper rail, and come around to the other side. Slide the spacer on there. Slide the bolt through, put the nut on it, and we're assembled. Not completely, but a lot further along than what we were. Now if I can manage a similar process on the back one, life's going to be great. I will have a little bit more room to work back there. I don't have to fight in and around this upper bar as much. But went better than I thought it was gonna. I thought first thing this morning I wasn't gonna be able to get this thing put together in this place. And I was trying to figure out how I was gonna move it out of there, put the bars in, have the weight stack on it, and then slide the whole thing over. A little bit of thought and planning. The first weight stack is on there. I still have to thread the cable through the upper parts, but the front one is getting much closer to actually working. The back weights are for the squat bar. I'm not going to be doing squats right away, but I want to assemble the whole thing before I get started doing anything else. I'd kind of like to have it all put together the proper way before I do anything else. I'd like to have the full weight stacks on it before I start using it. For one thing, it helps with the balance of it. The weight stacks are designed to help hold it down and in position so it doesn't tip over. And the other thing, I just want to make sure that I have it all together before I start doing the final work in case I have to disassemble something to get it put back together again. Remember, I was thinking this morning that I was going to have to take the whole thing apart just to get the weight set on there. So, slow and easy. No point doing things 2 or 3 times just because I'm trying to rush. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.